I was, I suppose, 6 or 7, and there was my mother inherited a piano. And at school I was playing recorder, and I was just desperate to play everything musical I could possibly get my hands on. And then I had the piano in the house for a year, and my mum decided she'd get me lessons. So I suppose that's how I got into music. And every time at school we were asked to do something musical, my hand would go straight up. And it was there. So I played steel pans, I played the clarinet, piano all through school. Then I went to music school with Rubadubs actually, from the age of 13. So it was all there. So I had a kind of a classically trained background, I suppose, with the clarinet. And then at music school we did jazz and contemporary stuff, didn't we? And all, opera and all sorts of like music. So that's how I got into it, was having a piano in the house, I suppose.
Well, how did I get exposed to music? Well, for one, my mom used to expose me to a lot of 80s music, a lot of the old stuff, and then I got my first drum set at around, actually no, before that, I was playing church at 9 until I got my drum set at 15, then church never saw me again. And then I linked with this guy who's actually behind the camera at around like 17, and then we had our little band together, and then, yeah, just joined this band called Monkey Teely, and then eventually, here I am today, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the music ain't no plaything, remember that.
Well, the first instrument I ever played in my life actually was I used to break in my brother's band rehearsal. After they finished, they leave the house and we break in. My brother used to be the drummer in the band as well, and so me and my neighbor, Pinga Man, you guys met him, we break in to the studio where they used to rehearse and start jamming all instruments, like all of them. And then I got hooked up with the bass and yeah, that's it. But like music, I just listened to music and digging music before that. But the first instrument I got was the bass, by like breaking through the dudes, rehearsal place and getting the instruments, jam around, get this one, pick a big fight with my family because nobody, my brother was already a drummer and we have a drum kit over there. They say, ah man, play the drums, you know, or whatever, play the guitar so you guys can put a band together or something, like play the fucking bass. I was like, alright, sure I'm gonna do it, Dad. Check me out.
I started music, I think about the same as Amy, about the age of 7. It was started with the recorder. It was just a thing. It was just the thing in our area at school. Council. Yeah, exactly. And then I got a toy saxophone from Fisher Price. And I just remember asking Mom if I could have a real one day. And then one day I did. It was so emotional. And then it went on to that. I started to learn the clarinet because my mum had this amazing vision that I was going to go to the Royal School of Music. You know that? So I had to learn 3 instruments. So the plan was to learn obviously the saxophone, clarinet, and piano, which I started to have lessons. And then I got into producing, and then I set up my own little studio. So that's my journey, and that kind of journey ended up with this band, where I'm at now.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really started. I feel like I was always playing music. But yeah, my mum's just always played, sang, you know, all kinds of things musical. It's always been music in my life, somewhere. Listening to it, my dad's always listening to music. Everything from, you know, 60s rock to Wagner to, like, you know, new folk. I don't know. It's non-stop. And so yeah, I started playing piano, was my first instrument, and although we did have the recorder, of course, the classic, classic recorder, man, jam the recorder, it's beautiful. Yeah, I started playing the piano maybe 7, and then I started playing guitar when I was like 12, actually, or 13, quite late, and then yeah, I just stuck the guitar, man. The guitar was like perfect. Just got it, sat right, and that was it. I started to, you know, really. I was always playing the guitar non-stop, every day, all the time. I'd be like sitting on the sofa playing the guitar, having conversations, playing the guitar, and now I can play quite well. It's quite fun. Practice, kids.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just always been there, man, non-stop from the beginning. Probably in the belly.
Am I gonna hold that one? I gotta hold it down. Preparation. I always do a little vocal warm up for sure. Stretch my fingers a bit. A demo. How I warm up. So, without laughing.
Yes.
Right, Bruno. Bruno warms up with me. He has to sing sometimes too. Fear. I don't really get fear anymore. Fear is for Coldplay.
Yes! And we ain't Coldplay.
You did it,
How do I prepare for a band? I don't know, for a gig beforehand.
The truth, champ.
The truth, well, I disappear for a couple of minutes. Nobody can see me, you know what I'm saying? John Cena ain't got none on me. Fear, I never really had fear because that, like, you know, comes from practice from what I previously said. Playing in church at 9, you get used to seeing a whole church, you know what I'm saying? So fear ain't an option for me, you know what I'm saying? So that's just me.
Yeah, you guys are going well. All right, preparation. Well, one thing that I always do is wash my face, man. Like, I always go before the gig. Always go upstairs, go there. Always, my whole life, I always do that. If there is a mirror, then you look and you say, all right, showtime, let's do this. And that completely takes fear out of the equation, because the whole purpose of being like jamming, studying, playing, is to perform, and I really love doing that. So it's the main goal, man. I'm not afraid of that at all. It's like, yes, the bigger the better, let's go.
For me, it's dependent on what gig it is. So on the Saturday, my preparation is rosé. Everyone knows about rosé sax. Everyone knows about rosé sax. Serious. Just letting you know. If you don't know, come down Saturdays. Catherine's, 3 o'clock, 3 to 6. Then on Tuesdays, at home, everyone knows I'm a big fan of the 5-year. So I always have a big shot. It's like a tradition now. It's just there, a big shot of the 5-year, and it just kind of gets me in a mode. It gives that little fire in the belly, and that fire you definitely need for playing in a gig, which we do on Tuesdays at Skullduggery, which we've created a monster down there. So a lot of my preparation kind of like involves alcohol, but it's not a lot. It's not like I can't do it drunk.
No,
that's one thing
after.
I can't. There's no way. But that comes after. That's right. Then we get drunk. Fear doesn't really come into. I've only imagined one time experiencing fear with the Citizens, and that's when I arrived for the first time meeting these guys, and I played on the big stage with them on the second day, and had to know 4 songs. So that was the only time of fear, because it was just fear, and you felt very exposed. But otherwise, when we're all together, I think because we play a lot with each other, and again practice, you just don't have fear. It's more about the show, enjoying it, and just vibing with everyone.
Yeah, preparation is, I don't know, I really prepare. Just go on stage and roll true, man.
We prepare for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been scared of going on stage in a long time. Yeah, fear, I guess you're right, it's confidence that, like in what you do, if you're technically capable of whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And plus we jam a lot, you know, we improvise a lot, so it's not like we need to get every note, like, you know, if anything happens, we know how to just roll true, be water. And so yeah, it's like the opposite of fear, man. It's excitement. You're ready for it. It's the purpose, you know. Yeah, fear definitely is a long way off.
Oh, well, the advice I'll give to aspiring musicians in Antigua and Barbuda is pretty much like, it's alright to emulate, you know, your favorite musicians and your inspirations and so on, but the real essence of being an artist is when you be creative. You check what I'm saying? And like that originality standpoint. You see, so you have to like go out your way to now really express yourself in the world, because that's really what it's all about, you know what I'm saying, communication. So that's what I would really say, because yeah, with communication you can get far in the world and you can progress, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's pretty redundant, but still, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And practice.
Yes, blood.
Practice!
That's
Practice.
it.
And practice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's boring, but it has to be done.
Yeah, practice, but like
But
a
it's
lot.
also
Practice
worth it.
like a lot, but then be original
Yeah.
Yeah.
and be weird. Be weird.
Yeah, it's so different.
Be weird.
Yeah. Some of the stereotypes that I'd like to dispel about being a musician is kind of a loaded question, isn't it? Because I suppose it's relative to how you see musicians in the world, to each individual. But I suppose the classic one is that musicians are lazy or they're just having a party all the time. And to be fair, we're fairly hedonistic. That just comes to the, apart from, well, Josh is a teetotaler. So he kind of takes away that stereotype to a certain extent. However, what we do is work really, really hard. And I think that's what people don't see as well as when we're just performing on stage. We do everything. We do the artwork, we do the design, we do the website, we do the video editing, we do all the social media. So that stereotype that says, also the stereotype of people thinking that musicians or bands need a label or an agency or a music industry to carry them forward. It's kind of a stereotype, I suppose, but we're doing everything ourselves. So we're totally taking away that stereotype.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
only got 2 on that.
And 2 points to that. And there's other stereotypes like age. As a woman being in the music industry, there's stereotypes for women not being able to maybe make it as successful at a certain age or a certain time of their life, and being able to keep up with the male-orientated industry that it is. But you know, I'm proving that wrong. So
3 points on top. All right.
No, we didn't even know there was, but we
that was good. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Like you're a fan, girl.
Yeah.